Hi guys, how are you? It's Kimberly. We're going to be looking at a collective energy reading, I guess that's what we'll do. We'll look at some crystals. I brought this painting out. I just did it last week. So it's current energies. So that's what we'll look at. Let's get a crystal outlook first, okay? Collective reading. Someone's very quiet, protective. Um, they they know that in healing they tried to do something themselves and it didn't quite pan out, and there's still questions about something about healing. That's what I got. We're gonna look at the crystal energy for inspiration for that. Okay, we got red jasper. Take action, something that you did, like I said. Let's see what that was. Can I have two more? So right now, take action is on the board. You got the phantom quartz, which is embrace a change. So maybe some of you have been thinking about moving, as well. Maybe somebody you know is moving, there's an urge to change something. Something's grounded though in healing. You feel a little better each day or something like that. Rhodiola. Find a way to forgive something. So, maybe somebody's coming to you in a conversation or, there's communication there. But there's also ignorance of communication, so be careful there. You know, something murky about it. Let's see what the blocks are. Blocks for the greatest good, for the collective energy, as cards turn. Yeah, something rigid, like I said. I felt that with the smoky quartz. And it was a reminder of who you are. I love this card. Reminds you, don't forget who you are. It says it right on it, don't forget. Confidence. And maybe there's a summoning for each other's energy, but there's also a lesson in something too. What are you summoning with this? Is it communication? Is it, High Priestess of Water? Is it an emotional connection? We've got cards in here. Ace of Fire. But I'm not going to take that energy. I'll just put it where it belongs. Pardon that. We will use these cards, but not just yet. Because I want to see why the rhodiolight's here. Can I have the rhodiolight, please? Energy in this for their greatest good, the rhodiolight. It's where I said something like be murky, there's a moon energy with it. Yeah, deceit, there's something of an understanding, but it's too early to tell. You know what I mean? There's something maybe, there's something in a future position with someone. Let's get an energy with that now. Oh, I'm going to take the two that are facing down. Fears light up on this as well. We have the world, so something was complete, but we have the Ace of Fire, which was what was in the deck. So go figure. A complete cycle that began with passion is almost complete because there's deceit in it. What's that about? Why is the deceit here? Well, that's that spark, that ace of fire. It's giving you the same thing, you know, a spark of passion, a spark of an idea, a spark of something else. Maybe that's doubt, that deceit. Fear came above that too, so watch that. Yeah, something about a situation that, you know, it was an idea of something and something pulled you back. The only why I say that is because the summoning is here in the present and the now, right? But you have confidence in that for some reason, you know, and you don't want to be rigid. So does this energy make you rigid? And this is the spark that you think that's why it's ended. External party. Deceit. You have self-love and a higher self. So you're thinking of yourself in a future position and you're trying to leave out deceit because you got a renewal here. So is this something you're not willing to bring forward and cut off quickly? I like the higher self. I'm not, you know, what about this external party? We're gonna get a, and the intentions. I want something on that. This could be a female that you're dealing with, and it doesn't have to be with this feminine energy here. So they'll come kind, you know, and they might have an influence of a third party that's deceitful. It's something that's murky. Let's get a small aspect. That deceit card keeps peeking out at me. Well, I get the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so that I really think you dealt with it if it's at a 10. I think you know something about it. I think, you know, this is should you stay or should you go? Should you bring forth a situation? You know, there was, look at this person's been through it, you know. Higher self, they have more knowledge. You know, you got something that's complete, and you have more self-worth through something. Through a deceitful manner, you gained more self-worth. What is this summoning? Cutting something off, thinking about it, not short actions, cutting something off, watching someone walk away, just going forward for yourself. The higher self, please. Can I have one for the higher self? One for the higher self. Greatest good. No. You can't. How about we'll ask for the red jasper, even though that it's a root chakra. There's such a protection of the black ring of gate in your crystals as well. So that could be you guarding yourself, not getting the message through, so relax. There's something you don't want to work on. Something, this is what you've been thinking of, you know, you think it's not worth planning something. Yeah, somebody's not juggling something right. And you're gaining self-worth, you know, a higher self, and I think that's where you got good karma coming, because intentions come out. Are you willing to cut that off? Something that you're willing to cut off. You're not willing to cut off. Or are they not willing to cut something off? They're not willing to cut something off. They're not willing to plan something. They're not willing to watch you walk away. And it's a complete, like not a complete understanding there. Swords are upside down. You know, it's external party. It's something that you just, I don't know, you want a renewal with. You got that twice. You got the completion of the world and the renewal. Why the world? The world energy. What's their intention? Well, that was it, because there's clarity when I asked that, you know. Clarity came with this, an understanding through misunderstood. You're moving forward. with self-love. You got something coming to you in a new beginning anywhere with this cycle, you know what I mean? And your higher self knew it. You know, you knew something was murky here with that rodeo light. Now that you know this, yeah, you were very protected where you weren't grounded. An adventure that you wanted to take, you know, and lighten up. Lighten up. Maybe you have that energy, you know, just going forward with something that's something that you're just willing, it's almost fate energy here. Release your emotional baggage. And I want to put that on the seat over this. A hypement. Something that you had to release or let go of. You know, there might be a friend energy that you're asking is a true friend. Fuck night. Live in the now. You're afraid that you're not juggling something right. And remember your worth. They're just spitting out the same thing, you know, the higher self, the self-love. They're spitting out that. Get you some affirmations. Maybe that can help. You know, at least intensify this higher self, this world energy. I like it. The renewal. The yin. Top card. We got Zebra Jasper. It promotes balance and optimism. It aligns with the root chakra. I felt that. Fostering grounding and emotional stability. The stone encourages a positive outlook and self-assurance. I am balanced and optimistic. I am balanced and optimistic. Zebra Jasper. Pretty. Crazy Lace Agate. It promotes laughter and energy. Crazy Lace Agate. And you know, you have that in a crystal in the here and now, you know. I love that for you. And self-esteem goes along with the confidence. This crystal also fosters a sense of adventure and fun. You know, and I think that's you moving forward with the Fool. This could be energy that you had between, but then there was something happened between somebody, and now you fear that, you know, it will reoccur. Ruby. Passion. Do you fear love? Ruby ignites passion and love. It enhances vitality, courage, and sensuality. The crystal aligns with the root chakra, promoting emotional stability and grounding. I am passionate and filled with love. So those are some of the things that you can say to yourself, you know. And then there's Black Onyx, which goes with that. You are protecting, you know, there's a protecting energy here. Black Onyx offers protection and strength. It absorbs and transforms negative energy, enhancing inner stability and self-control. The crystal promotes endurance and reliance. I am protected and I am strong. You have everything that they spit out, knowledge, you know, the growth, to embrace the change that you have. Harmony within yourself. It just keeps saying that. So I really like your energy, so I'm not going to go any further with it because I think you are quite balanced. You did find truth in a manner that you dealt with. Going forward, look forward to going forward. 3 card spread. Going forward. for the greatest good. Which I think, you know, was a beautiful energy, and that where you weren't clear, you got knowledge with something. You know, maybe you're being harsh. You know, you got the 10 of coins upside down. You got not wanting to fight and not wanting to plant something. So, you know, you want to move forward with less stress. The 10 of Pentacles is upright, sorry. The 7 of Pentacles is not wanting to work on something. And I think that's fighting, which has benefited you. You know, it has clarity in it. You're trying to leave that out. You don't want to be a part of that. You also have an Empress upside down, a Pisces energy with you. Or, you know, that's going through it just as rough as you are with something. Pisces energy, I felt that. Yeah, the Tower, like I said, is going through something. I have 3 more on that. Well, you're expecting a Tower with a Pisces as well. Yeah, something of a network situation. You know. And you don't, and someone doesn't know what to do with it, you know. They just don't know. They just know it's not right. There's an intention here that they're planning of something. I'm telling you. You know, that Deceit card keeps popping out at me, and this is what came out from it. I would suggest, you know, something that it wasn't your wish, but then you keep moving forward. Give it a break. You know? Yeah, protect yourself and keep moving forward. I think you're doing fine on your own. And with that, you got that Pentacles again. You know, the 9 of Pentacles, all doing things on your own. 10, sorry. Something's not going to work out with a person that you thought was. You're afraid to ask something, but, you know, I think it's going to smooth out. Or you're going to walk away and move forward like your energy here with the self-worth. You know, you're not going to deal with an external party. You know what I mean? You found clarity. You found protection within yourself. The crazy Lisa Gates there. You've got so much groundingness that you've done. You know, there's a whirlwind of energy around you trying to suck you back into something. What advice can we have on that? What advice? Stand up for yourself. Don't pay it no mind, you know what I mean? Don't get work, let it walk away. Yeah, you have no choice. You're not confused about something. Somebody may be trying to come to you, you know, but there's deceit with that. And they're facing the other way and something isn't even stable. Yeah, coming slowly but surely. You have to use your own judgment, discernment here. You have to use your discernment with something. I mean, the roles can be reversed. I mean, I'm not saying they can't. You want a smaller breakdown. Remember with never-ending pick-a-pile that I do. Once you pick your pile, that's the pile you're stuck with. You don't go switching 03, 1, and 2 today. No, it's been going back so far that the energy is definitely for 1, 2, or 3. There is no bouncing back and forth like with the collective. There's more of that. But with never ending, no. Just letting you know. Once you pick an initial pile there, that's yours. You know. Like I'm one. will always be one. Okay? So I hope to see you on the never-ending picker pile. It's going good. You know, at least there's some energy switches with the collective to notice something of a renewal. To notice discernment here. I like that too. I like the groundingness here. I like that your intentions are for you to move forward with more peace. You know, and this could be in the here and now. You know, that's what... In the here and now, you know, it's almost like you're glad you didn't do something. There was confusion with it. Yeah. Ten of Swords. Put an end to it. Put an end to it. It's on the bottom of the deck. Again, another 10. Ten of Swords, ten of Wands, and you're not even looking at it. You're not trapped with something. You could do something on your own that's quite clear. You're transformed in a lot of ways. You're not waiting on no one. They don't know what to do about that. You're better off on your own, whoever this energy is. You know, I felt sturdiness with my painting too, you know. Something seems dark in it, and then, you know, and then it brightens up, and then, it's, you know, there's just something about it. Your energy is better off on its own, you know, and you got the sun right there. Really, honestly. The sun energy. It's great. Whoever you are, you're a strong individual. You're very psychic. You're very, you know things. You pay attention to your journey, which I like. Even when you summon something, you review it. So you're a very reviewing person, you know. I wonder what animal spirit's going to come out with you. Animal spirit attached to that, please. Hold. The wolf. Like that. And like this, and like that, and like that. And yeah. You can do it by yourself. That lone wolf energy. I like it. Good reading. 2248. Decision to change within your own inner wisdom, inner stability, inner peace. It's just a decision to allow that. It's great. Okay, take care.